Dame Wilburn, title or name, we will learn. What's that? No, you won't. Please come here and be awesome, because I'm very excited for what's about to happen.
Yeah, well, it's fine. I just don't want to hit anybody in the face with a boob. It's just, I hit 6 people in the back of the head. It's 1995, and I'm standing in the music room at Siena Heights College in Adrian, Michigan, and I'm clutching a music stand because I'm shaking. And I'm shaking because I need that music stand as a shield against a dragon. Now, this dragon is about 5'10", about 270 pounds. She's wearing, I'm going to say, about $1,300 3.5-inch heels. She's smoking a cigarette, even though we're in a building that you can't smoke in. And she is not to be trifled with, because she once sent a pink slip to a man in a coma in a hospital and had his wife sign for it. And I have crossed her. Let's see how we got here. So let's back up to May of that year. I'm sitting in the field house at that same college, and everybody's smiling, and everybody's got on caps and gowns, and everybody is happy except me, because I have a tiny secret that nobody knows, but everybody's going to know shortly. And that secret is that I'm not graduating, because I'm a few credits short. I'm 15 credits short. Okay, I'm a semester short. So the short answer is I had a lot of people pass away, and I lost my mind and had a little bit of a mental breakdown. But the real reason is I discovered dollar picture night at the pub and started drinking whiskey and just sort of lost track of a year. So I have known for about a year that I'm not going to graduate. But I haven't told the dragon that because I don't want to die. So there have been a series of small, large lies that had to be told to get me on this stage. Number one, I had to get somebody in the business office to expedite some paperwork so that the school would waive their 100-year standing of not letting people with those many credits graduate. Give me a slide. Two, I had to convince my friend who was working in the school office to put my name on the list before that paperwork got cleared, just in case it didn't get cleared. Three, I needed to get a cap and gown, which I had to borrow off of a larger friend of mine who decided he wasn't going to march. So I took his cap and it's fine. So I'm sitting there, and it's a series of lies, and we're fine. But now I'm out of time because I'm holding a diploma holder with no diploma in it. So they're going to call my name, and I'm going to walk across the stage, and all that's going to go well. But when I get off that stage, I'm going to take all these pictures of my mother. My mother's going to open up the diploma holder and see that it's empty, and I'm going to die. So for the purpose of this story, we need to understand that lies equal time. You lie to get more time. I lie to get more time. So while I'm sitting there praying, and I only pray when I'm in a lot of trouble, I'm sitting there praying, and I look down, and in my neighbor's lap is her diploma holder, because we're in rows like this instead of rows like this. And when I look at her diploma holder, inside of it is a letter that says, you didn't get your diploma because you haven't paid your bill. So when you get your final balance on your bill, you'll get your diploma. My diploma holder says Damian Wilburn is 15 credits short of receiving her diploma from the University, Siena Heights College, and I take that piece of paper, tear it into confetti, ask my neighbor, can I borrow her piece of paper? She says, sure, I don't need it. Slip it in the diploma holder, jump up, throw my hat like everybody else, go outside to take the pictures. The dragon locks me in a gaze. She knows. She knows because she can smell it on me like a pheromone. But she can't do anything because my godparents are here from Georgia, my aunt's here from Georgia, and for a minute we all got to play the game. And I'm going to get away with this only because I'm going to give her something to lean on. She needs leverage. She opens it up and sees the letter that says, I haven't paid my tuition. I haven't paid my tuition. tuition. She hasn't paid my tuition. It seems plausible. We run with it, but I know I'm screwed. Now, I've got time. So here's the deal. This is how I decided to buy time. I'm going to stay on campus. I was a campus security officer at the time. I'm going to stay on campus for the summer as a security officer. I'll make some money. I won't have to go straight home and try to get a job. I'll come home at the end of summer. This is what I've told my mother. That part is true, except we run into a tiny hiccup. About 3 days after graduation, I get a knock on my door, and it's the Adrian Police Department and the head of campus security, and the word they keep using is embezzlement. Now, because I didn't have any money, well, I had money, but I'm a liar. So I went and charged a lot of things on the campus security account at the bookstore. They balanced the books, and it turned out I owed about $700 that I had apparently spent in things like Doritos and socks, because that's me. So I'm now looking at these two very large police officers, and they're like, you got two choices. You could pay this bill back and quit, or we can fire you and take you to jail. I took A. So now I got to pay the bill back. I don't know how to do that. I call my godparents. My godparents icon into paying the bill by telling them my mother doesn't have a lot of money. It'll be fine. So they take the money, pay it off, and I'm sitting in the dorm room, and I've bought time, but now I have a little bit of a hiccup. I don't have a job, and I don't have any money. So my buddy comes in from New York, and he says, hey, seems to me you got two choices. You either call your mother, confess, or you can come with me and become a folk singer in New York City. I was like, I'll take B. So, because I'm an idiot. So I pack my stuff up, leave some long note from my friends that says, if I don't come back, sell my stuff. I go to New York, things I wasn't good at, like the guitar, a fair singer, but no skills. So I get to New York, and then I find out while I'm in New York that my mother has placed on me this thing called a bolo. Do you know what a bolo is? It's a be on the lookout. It means that if any officer sees me, they are to take me to her. I didn't know that. So anyhow, my friend is basically now harboring a fugitive, but it doesn't matter because we're in New York. So I don't have a job. 3 days in, he looks at me, he's like, you got to come up with a plan. I don't have a plan. He's like, if you don't have a plan, I'm taking you back to Michigan. So I get back to Michigan, and that's how I end up standing in that room, clutching the stand, staring into the face of a dragon. And she pulls herself up to her full height, and I can't explain to you how bad that is, but trust me, it's bad. It's like Lim Barney, but in a dress. It's scary as shit. She once terrified Biggie Smalls. She scared him so badly that he just did a show, didn't take his pants off, and went home. Like, she scared the shit out of everybody. So I'm standing there, and we get into this long conversation about what it's like to be under her thumb, to be an only child, to be apparently a con artist and a potential forger, and how that's just not the way our family is run, even though all of my uncles are con artists and forgers, but we move on. And I look at her, and I say, are you going to pay the bill or not? So she gets up, we go into the building, she pays the bill, and when I'm out in the street, she looks at me, she says, this is it. This is your last semester. It's been 5 fucking years. You got one more semester. You come out of here, or I promise you I won't pay for another year. And I just sort of chuckle to myself because she doesn't even get it. It has nothing to do with her anymore. I've been through hell and back. I'd lost 12 friends, including my best friend, my grandfather, and my father in 2 years. I was done. The end of that semester, I walked out of Siena Heights University with a 3.5 grade point average and a real diploma.